gonna butcher this name again. The
Dullahan?
A.K.A. the Headless Horseman.
He
was a horseman. He was headless.
Where's his head?
One of my favorite movies.
Welcome to Weird as a Whimsy, a podcast where we will be discussing all things weird and...
You guessed it!
Whimsical!
We did it! Hi, my name is Jacklynn.
And I'm Stevie.
And this is our 15th episode. 15. Now, before we begin, you might be thinking, wow, Jacklynn and Stevie, you've sucked at doing the quote-unquote whimsical unison moment. And... we nailed it today, Steve.
We nailed it today.
Why is that?
I think it's because we're IRL!
We are together in the same room. The planets aligned. Everything is back to normal.
Back to normal. This is how I prefer it.
I completely agree. For many reasons.
Yeah.
Not only are you my best friend, I cherish you and I need to see you every single chance I get.
Love it.
But I feel like our energy is much higher.
I agree.
When we're in the same room.
I completely agree.
Right?
We just feed off each other.
100%.
It's hard to feed off energy when you're doing it through a camera.
I'm telling you. Now, the trade-off, though.
Yes.
Is we do not have video today.
Mm-hmm.
Not only because we're in person, and why not? We could have figured it out. But there's a couple reasons we didn't want it.
Yes. First of all, I was having just too many tech issues.
Second
of all, though.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go into it?
Share with the children.
So, I have become a naked mole rat.
No, he's not a naked mole rat.
We did like a murder mystery party.
So fun.
And I went full drag last night. So amazing. I have no facial hair. Basically, from eyebrows to waist, I am completely smooth, and it's weirding me out. I don't like it. The camera would not have loved this face today.
Of course it would. You look beautiful. But I'll tell you this, you're already starting to grow in.
I know. Thank God.
Man.
I need my hair back.
Manly hair is wild to me. Wild.
Manly hair, is that what I have?
I mean, listen. Yes. I'm just going to leave it at
Thank you. Yeah.
But we're both in our pajamas because, listen... it was a time. It was a great time. Shout out to Aaron, Tony, and Joe. They did an incredible job.
Hosting that was amazing.
So much
we
fun.
talked about that last episode, right?
Yes, that we were going to do it.
That we were going to do it. So.
We did it, and it was great.
We should also talk about Orville really quick, because I mentioned that.
Oh my God. Steven, carry us in.
So... we went to Budweiser Stage. Mm-hmm. Budweiser Stadium?
What's Budweiser Stage. A.K.A. previously known as Molson Amphitheater.
Yes.
Which I know it as. It was amazing.
Jacklynn and I went. We were, like, I'm not even joking. We were at the fence, and there was, like, a little step and then the stage. Like, we were
correct
right there.
Also known as the barricade.
Oh, the barricade. The barricade in the mosh pit.
Yes! Nailed it! Wow, there was no moshing.
No, but, oh my God. Orville Peck.
Sing me to sleep every night.
Every single night. His... like, live, he sounds amazing, obviously, on his albums and stuff, but live, he sounds just as good.
Oh.
He is gorgeous.
Yes.
We made eye contact so many times.
Many times. You had lots of interactions. I know. It was amazing. I had goosebumps. I have goosebumps now.
I know.
And my favorite part is that he ripped his pants and told us about it.
He did. He had to do a change up, and the jeans he came out in. Ooh!
Orville. So if you're listening, Orville, come on the pod.
Yeah. We love you.
We love you.
And we will show you a good time.
What were some of the things that we yelled? Let's go through that really quick. One thing I yelled was, "You're so sexy and talented."
Yeah.
I also yelled, "Just give me a chance."
Yeah, I don't think you do stand a chance. Me, on the other hand,
you stand a chance.
I got the equipment he likes.
Oh God, it's so true.
Oh dear.
It was an incredible time. It's been a busy week.
It has been a busy week.
Good busy week. So, but here we are. We're ready to talk about our wonderful things. Oh, what is it that we're talking about, Stephen? I haven't even announced it.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I mentioned, this is our 15th episode, and we're going to be exploring our favorite country, Ireland, and a little bit of Celtic mythology and legends mixed in as well.
Yes.
So, Steven, how many times have you been to Ireland?
So I've only been there once.
Okay.
So when I believe I was, 2021? I did a 2-month Euro trip.
Wild. By yourself?
By myself. And I think I was in Ireland. So the first, I want to say month, or the first 3.5-ish weeks, I did like the full like UK loop tour.
So cool.
All of it. Obviously, Ireland is my favorite. And it was just magical.
Magical is the word.
Yeah.
It's a totally the color green is unlike the green we have here.
It's so true. Yeah. It's just lush and vibrant and beautiful, and it's like fairy magic all over the place.
It's so true. Do you remember any of the cities? Like, did you do the entire country? Did you go?
We looped. We did. I mean, Dublin for sure. Mm-hmm. For sure. Cork.
Okay, yeah.
Kilkenny. That's Ireland, right?
Yeah.
We went to. I looked up the name because I couldn't remember, but it was Glendalough. Glendalough, which I think it's like the area is Glendalough, and then there was like a tower, cemetery, churchy things. Like I got some great photos from there.
That's so cool.
I think that was it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we did some distilleries. We went to an Irish stud farm.
What happened at the Irish stud farm? What goes on?
So it was funny because you walk in, it's called the Irish stud farm, and it's full of horses, like beautiful horses, but like you walk in and it's like this insane Japanese garden. I was like, oh,
really?
This is a little weird, out of place, but it was gorgeous. We walked through, and yeah,
saw some horses doing it.
They jerk off the horses.
Whoa, PG. Sorry.
We're not PG.
No, we're not. We're absolutely not. Well, that's interesting.
How about you?
How about me indeed? So I have been to Ireland twice. The first time I spent 2 full weeks there. And we did the Ring of Kerry. So I have a good friend who lives over there. Yes. So I was very lucky because I got to stay at his family home in Coot Hill. Cabin. And he took us on a trip all over. So we did the Ring of Kerry, which was really cool. So I believe that included, oh my God, because I've been twice, I start to kind of like morph the two together.
Yes.
Killarney, Kilkenny, that whole, like, it's the west coast of Ireland.
Okay.
Also, Kerry is where the Flemings are from. So I'm like, oh my God, I was in Tig Fleming's
Could you imagine
home.
if you had met that?
Oh.
Without realizing?
Lord. Like, that would have been cool. So yeah, did all of Kerry. And then the second time, Dublin, of course.
Yeah.
Like, Dublin is just, for me, that was like the city that I felt the most comfortable in. Like, I clearly remember being like, I could live here.
Oh, yeah.
Which, in fact, I tried to do.
Absolutely. I'm glad you didn't, because we wouldn't have met.
It's so true. But still, it was close.
I would have loved that for
you. It was close. I almost moved there. Yeah. And then the second time I went, we did Galway, which was super fun. And we did like the Cliffs of Moher and the Aran Islands. Yeah. It was incredible.
When we go, we have to like hit the hot spots like that.
I mean,
some of the places I didn't get to see, like I would love to see the Cliffs of Moher.
Did you also go to Dingle with the dolphin?
No.
No. So cool. We have to do an entire 3-week trip.
We have been planning this for years.
Actually, years. I remember do you recall in 2019, we were like, June 2020, we're going to go.
I think we've said that every year. Like, next year's our year.
But I wrote it down. Like, I booked time off and was like, we are doing this.
You booked time off for
it? I did. I fully did, because I was like, that's what's going to commit us to go.
Why didn't we do it?
Because of COVID.
Yeah.
So that happened. But yeah, so many stories. Like, I don't even know where to begin in terms of stories. Like we said, the land is just incredible. The people are incredible. It's so
amazing.
It's been a hot minute since I've been, but I want to believe that it hasn't changed that much.
It probably hasn't. Let's be honest.
No, because they're just the best people ever.
It's one of those places also that just like, it's like timeless. It doesn't change. Like, it's just. Yeah.
I completely agree. And I mean, it's ancient, obviously, right? Mm-hmm. So I brought this travel journal, and I'm not going to lie, it's not helpful. Because I say things in here that mean nothing to me now, which obviously at the time was hilarious to me for some reason.
It's funny how that happens, eh?
But I don't really like. Now there are some like. Let me just tell you. So I started it Friday, February 21st. So I'm sitting in the airport. Cut to next page, February 27th. Quote: loads went down. So clearly. I am very bad at actually writing about my trips.
Yeah.
Even though I had every intention.
Hey, at least you tried and got some stuff in there.
I mean...
I wouldn't have even gotten that far.
No, you didn't bring a travel journal
No,
or
I didn't. I wish I did, but I'm just, my ADHD doesn't like journals.
I feel you. I feel you.
I want to, so bad.
I get it. Yeah, like I write about going to a club called Burlington, and it was like a disco.
Oh, I mean, I'm glad you went there.
Yeah, super fun. Lots of booze. One thing that blew my mind is the price of their drinks was like next to nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
I could not
believe it. I mean, it was way back when, right?
True. 2008 is when I was there. 2008 and 2009.
When did I go?
When did you go? Should you imagine if you were there?
I feel like it was around there because it was the summer. Wait, it was
Are we discovering something in real time?
Are we discovering something? Wait, when did I post these? Hold on. Sorry, guys. This is happening IRL.
Real time.
We need to find this out.
That
Does
would
Facebook
be
show
crazy.
you when?
How old was I? I would have been 21, 22.
When did you say you went?
2008. February 2008 was my first time.
Because I uploaded these 2009, May 13th, though.
Okay, so we just missed each other. So my second time was August 2009.
Okay.
So I was before and then after.
Well, same year. We were in Ireland.
That's
How are we just
crazy.
This?
How have we never discussed this?
Wow.
That's wild.
Because I think I uploaded a bunch of these either... It would have been the same year.
Had to,
anyway,
of course.
So, yeah.
Because that was the thing to do in Facebook, too.
I mean, yeah.
3 months later, I was there.
That's nuts.
That's wild to me. Well...
I love it. Look at us.
Look at us go.
Even before we knew each other, we were doing the same things.
I'm telling you. And of course, as I mentioned in the last podcast, like I made people stop. I was like, we have to stop and look at the cemetery. Like it was so cool. And then I know I mentioned this too. I found it in the book. So we did go to different spots, but what I was referring to, the old church and like ruins, it was on the island of Innismore.
Love it.
And it's called The Ruins of the Seven Churches, built by 7th or 8th century Roman monks. And one of their gravestones is there, which is so cool.
I love that.
Walked up to the Dunangus Fort and Cliff. This was the most terrifying sight, I say. It just drops right off. Straight drop. It was brilliant. We got loads of photos. There are signs that say, like, if you fall, you're not going to be saved. Like straight up,
you're dead and gone if you fall.
100%. And it said like as of whatever date this happened, this how many people have died. And you guys, there's no fence, there's no blockade. At least when I was there.
Yeah.
And
I would hope there still isn't.
Oh man,
like people are dumb.
People are dumb,
but
thinning the herd.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
Having said that, follow up to exactly what I was just gonna say is we went right up to it. Because I will post this photo. I got on my stomach and slid up to it because I was so afraid.
Like, just drop.
Baby, it drops into the ocean. And then my friend, who is from Ireland, like, there was like a 4 or 5 foot drop, and he's like 6 foot. So he jumped down onto this ledge. I was I was losing it.
Yeah.
I was losing my mind. And then there's this photo of me and Jen. Shout out, Jen. We went the second time. Woo! Sitting on the edge of it. It's just wild. I'll post it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was so crazy. And then, of course, have to shout out Shelby. That's the first time I went. I met Shelby there when she was in England. She flew in from England.
Shelby!
And I obviously was already in Ireland, and it was great. So that was wild. I can't believe you didn't go to the Cliffs of Moher. That's a Harry Potter thing.
I know.
Was Harry Potter a thing at that?
Yeah. It would have been.
Of course, because we were like 11 when it came out. Or like the books, The books, 100%. Why didn't you go to Cliffs of Moher?
Well, because I was on like a tour, so I did like the Trafalgar tours with the old folk. There was honestly, Like, I think, I want to say everyone was 55 plus.
And then you.
And then there was me. And one other girl who came with her mom, I think.
That's cute.
But I loved it.
Yeah?
So much better. I love traveling with older people.
They know how to party.
They know how to party.
Do you have any stories?
Do I have any stories? Did we skip, did we talk about all the ones you wanted?
No, we'll go back and forth.
Okay,
We'll go back
I
and
love
forth.
it.
Dive in.
Okay, so speaking of, like, the people I was traveling with, I met, so one of the women on the tour, on the Trafalgar tour, we're talking, and you know when you're, like, meeting someone abroad, and you're like, oh, like, where are you from? And you give the most, like, generic, like, I always say Canada.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Ontario, Canada. I'm like, okay, like, whereabouts? I was like, Toronto.
Yeah, because people
like,
usually know.
Yeah. And then she's like, okay, like, where in Toronto? Like, I'm from Canada as well. And I was like, oh, like, Hamilton area. And she's like, okay. I was like, I'm like, actually, it's Dundas.
Yeah.
I was in Dundas at the time. And she's like, I'm from Greensville, which is like
wild.
You went to you went to
school in Greensville. Yeah, like Flamborough, Greensville, Dundas are all these little townships that are like seconds apart from each other.
And I met this woman from Greensville.
What are the chances?
In England.
England?
That was the first, our first stop.
That's wild to me.
Yeah.
Do you remember her name?
Oh my gosh. I have her on Facebook. Susan?
Shut up,
oh my
because
gosh.
I was going to say Sue. I'm not even kidding.
Were you? I think hold on.
That's wild. You know what? That's wild. I love when that shit happens. The world wants people to know each other. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel bad now.
Don't feel bad. This was friggin' forever ago.
Yeah, it was
wild. That's wild.
I had too much stuff in my luggage to bring home, and I was still continuing for a month traveling.
Yeah.
And she was like, I have tons of room in my suitcase if you want to load some of your stuff up in here, and so she delivered it to my parents' house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Isn't that cute?
Shout out to probably Sue. We hope you're doing well.
I feel so bad that I can't remember her name. Oh my god.
That's wild. That's so cool. That is so cool.
Isn't that neat?
That's really cool. So my very first story of being in Ireland.
Yes.
So let me just paint a picture. I'm by myself as well. I traveled to Ireland by myself, meet up with my friend. I get there.
Side note. Yeah. Everyone should travel alone at least once.
I completely agree. Yes. I did it again this year, and it was the best decision ever.
It's so good.
I want to kind of do it once a year.
Sandra,
Sue.
Not Sue. It was an S name. It's Sandra. Sandra Gibble. Shout out to Sandra.
Hello, Sandra Gibble.
Sorry, I just had to get that in there. It was bothering me.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Continue with your story.
Not Sue. not Sue. Psychic. So here I am. I'm like 21, 22, whatever. I guess I was 21. Yeah, 21. And I was terrified. We all know I'm not a good flyer.
Oh.
At all.
Oh, have we told the story yet?
Don't think we've told that story, but this one's a pretty good one too. It's the game. That'll be for another day.
Yeah.
So I'm there. First of all, not to spill the tea, but like I forced both my parents to drive me, who were in the middle of a divorce. Because I was convinced that the plane was going to go down and I was going to die.
This was your last moment to see them both.
So I forced them. So sorry, Mom and Dad, because my God, that would have been a terrible drive home. Anyway, that happened. And then I'm there. I had to connect in New York, which JFK, I don't know if anyone's been to JFK airport. Nightmare.
Terrible.
Huge, insane, messy. It was dirty. Everyone was mean.
Oh, yeah.
And
Americans, man.
Oh, the flight in Toronto was delayed. And I just kept thinking, oh my God, this is going to delay me in New York. Like I already had only an hour and 20-minute window.
Oh, I would have been stressed.
Oh, yeah. So like on my flight from Toronto, or sorry, it wasn't even Toronto, it was Buffalo, which was even worse drive for my parents. Sorry. I get in and I immediately ask the flight attendant, like, do I have to get my luggage? They're like, no, don't worry. They're going to connect it for you. I am running full tilt through this ginormous airport. I don't know where I'm going. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on. I get to the gate. It's 6:45. The flight was at 7:10 and they're starting to close it. Oh. And I'm like, because they had said to me, don't worry, we're going to call and tell them.
Yeah.
I'm running. I get there and this woman turns to me and she goes, "You're late." And I'm like, "Yeah, thanks. I'm aware. Like, I'm sweating. I'm disgusting. I'm running. I'm like almost crying." And she's like, "Well, I don't know if I can let you on the plane." I'm like, "They told me that they were going to call you." Of course, I'm sounding like that now. No. 21-year-old Jacklyn was like, "But I said," like crumbling. Mm-hmm. And I start to cry because of course I do. And she's like, "Oh, God." Opens the door again.
What a bitch.
I'm not even kidding. And was like, "Just go." And I'm like, "So if I had not started crying, what would you have done? Not let me on the plane?"
Oh my God.
So I get on the plane. I'm like calming myself down. And then like 20 minutes later, there's this announcement that says, "The plane is missing mechanical parts. We're in a holding pattern. We're waiting.
Oh my God.
There's a mechanical issue. We'll let you know the update." And I'm like, What? Losing it. I'm losing it. I'm like, let me off this plane. It's happening. Because as you know, I knew I was going to die that day.
There's a colonial woman treading butter on the wing.
Very that. I am losing my mind. Like, I'm not okay. And I don't know how, but there's no one beside me. So I'm just like I was spiraling.
The plane doesn't have phalanges.
Somebody fix the phalanges. What are the phalanges? Like, I'm telling you. So anyways, cut to.
Oh.
They tell us to get off the plane.
Oh my God.
They disembark the plane. We then had to go. This was like, it's in my book. I'm not going to bother finding it. But we had to go. It was like gate 16. And we had to go to like 34C. Like, it was at the opposite end of the airport. And so we're all running. At this point, I'm with a bunch of angry Irish people. Because they just want to get home.
Yeah.
And we were delayed by like 2.5, 3 hours. And it's now like 9 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to be there at like, I don't know. I think we were supposed to land at 5 a.m. their time.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we finally get on the plane. We go. Someone starts smoking on the plane.
On the plane? That was still not allowed back then.
Not allowed.
Not allowed.
This is like very close still to the 9/11. You know, this is post 9/11, like 6-7 years in. So,
what a fucktard.
There was a marshal. Marshal kicked down the door, pulled him out of the bathroom because, of course, he was smoking in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Everyone was freaking out. They arrested him, and then the pilot came on and said, like, if we weren't already an hour out from Ireland, like, we'd be turning this goddamn plane around. So he's like, everyone, you're really lucky. We will be landing, but like, you need to stay in. He pretty much said, like, I know we always say stay in your seats, but I mean it.
Yeah.
Stay in your seats when we land, because they had to get this asshole off the plane.
Yeah.
So delayed another hour. So we finally get off the plane. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, their time.
Ugh.
I roll in, I go up to the luggage carousel, and it shuts down.
Oh my God.
I don't have my luggage. This is a long story. Stay with me. And I'm like, disgusting. I've cried a lot. I'm tired.
Is insane.
It's been a long journey, and my luggage is not there. I go up to the desk, and I had met a woman whose name was Kim, and she was from Kansas, and she was delightful. Cute. And it was me and Kim, and her luggage was also missing. And I would pay to see the security footage and audio of this moment, because I'm now pissed off, I'm now becoming the person I am today. And Kim beside me, so I'm very, hi, you guys lost my luggage.
Yeah.
Kim, well, shucks, seems like you guys have maybe misplaced my luggage. When is my fucking luggage arriving?
Yeah.
Do you happen to know when my luggage is going to show up? Because I've got big plans, and I'm excited to see your country. I need my stuff. So either pay me a check that I can buy my things with, or tell me when my luggage is going to arrive.
Yeah.
Well, shucks, guys. Do you know where it is? Oh, it's in Paris? Gosh, that sure is a lucky piece of luggage.
Okay, Kim.
What do you mean my fucking luggage is in Gatwick? Why is it in Gatwick? Like, the juxtaposition.
I love it.
As these two conversations are happening, I would give anything to hear that.
Me too. At 21, I would have been like, was it me? Did I lose my luggage?
No, I was, by this point, I was like fired up and pissed. Like, how did this happen? Yeah. I explicitly asked in New York, blah, 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 blah. So Kim and I say our goodbyes. She was like delightful and friendly, and they probably got her shit a lot faster than me, because I was an asshole to them. And I had to go out and meet my friend who had been standing there for 3 hours waiting for me because it was delayed, right?
Yeah.
So we go out, great time. When I tell you that I was in the same underwear for 24 hours, do you know what that's like? He gave me a pair of boxers to wear after the 24-hour mark because I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, no, that'd be so gross.
Anyway, I get this phone call from this Russian at like 1 a.m. that night, and he's like, hello, this is James. I'm like, yeah, sure, your name is James. Sure, great. And he's like, I have luggage for you. It is orange. It is Air Canada, yes? I'm like, yes, it's mine, God! And it showed up like an hour later. Yeah, so that was my very first.
That's a stressful.
It was stressful
whole time.
But Kim from Kansas, man, where are you now?
Yeah, what's she up to?
Where are you at, girl? Did you ever lose your luggage?
I've never lost my luggage.
It's a terrible feeling.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Touch wood, indeed. Okay, so what about this? Can you say anything in Irish or Gaelic? Can you speak Gaelic, Stephen?
I can't. If I attempted, holy shit.
I know, right?
No.
Can you do the accent, which is quite topical? Because last night I was an Irish character.
You were, and you did very well.
It was pretty bad at the beginning, but I got there.
Can I give me something to say in an Irish? Like you say it first, because
Okay.
I need to hear it before I can even try to attempt.
Okay.
Say something in Irish, like with an accent.
I was on fire last night. Okay. Okay. I'll be telling you, who's your man?
Okay.
Who's your man down the way?
I'll be telling you, who's your man?
Yeah,
down the way?
nailed it.
We have learned last night that I'm not good with accents. I was trying to be Spanish, and I kept just copying everyone else's accent.
It was great.
After they were talking, and just kept saying "ole,
Ole."
It's because I'm a Spaniard.
Yeah. Español.
España.
And there's obviously different kinds of like accents and dialects, but like,
yeah.
So if you're like, we say like park, bark, lark, I don't know, shark. They'd be like, is it our? Park. Yeah, park, earth.
Yeah.
Park, bark, shark. Like it's a lot more our, right?
I love listening to.
Or or eyes or oys, right? So like Ireland. And they, like it's very sing-songy.
I
you know
can listen to it all day long.
Yeah, same. Or like hard. So if we say earth, they'd say earth. Mm-hmm. Salt of the earth. That was pretty good.
That was great. You're very good at that.
Thank you. Meanwhile, Irish people come for me because they'd be like, "You butchered this." The only phrase I know in Gaelic, which I'm not like, this was the only phrase I could say back in the day, which is gone now, but like Tommy Lieret, Tommy me. No, I can't say it. I had it when I was practicing.
You did.
Nope, can't do it. Can't do it, people. It's what I'm saying, trying to say horrifically is I love you or I'm in love with you. Let's play a clip. Let's play what I'm trying to say.
This is what she was meaning to say.
It also means I'm in love with you.
Wait for it.
Literally.
Tá me I ngrá.
That's a hard one.
Liet.
Tá me liet. Tá me. No, I don't know. I had it. Now that I'm on, I can't do it.
Good try.
But like it's a beautiful sing-songing language.
It is.
It's stunning. But that's all I got.
I know like one Gaelic word, which is Keely.
Of course.
Which is my cat's name.
So cute.
So I named her after a Gaelic word, so Keely, or I think I just looked it up and it's the Gaelic name. Again, it's spelled Cadhla.
Kaylee.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
so
because the D's are silent.
Yeah.
I think.
So Keely is how we would say it, but it means beautiful in Gaelic. So my firstborn child, Keely, is from a Gaelic word.
Keely. Tá me I nral yet.
That sounded good. There you go.
Okay, got it. Okay, here's another story that was wild. So, obviously in Ireland, horse racing is a thing.
Yes.
And so my friend, his sister was actually I'm talking out of school here, but she was either training to be an Olympic jumper or she was like that good she could have been an Olympic jumper.
Yeah.
So they had a horse farm, of course, because like everyone does.
Yeah.
But they were hardcore into it. Like she was competing all the time and was really, really good at it. Anyway, so they had like a bunch of horses, which was really beautiful and cool to like meet and see.
Yeah.
With that was the life of like going to these fancy horse shows.
Oh, it'd be so fun.
It was really, really cool. But so when we were there, we went to one, but they were having like a ladies' day.
Okay.
And so it was the best dressed ladies' day competition.
I love that.
And the prize was a trip to Milan and 5,000 euros.
Oh my God.
Like,
yes, please.
so we show up,
Sign me
literally,
up.
yeah. So like we get in, this was the second time. So I was with Jen. Jen and I get in, it was late, nighttime. We went to bed. The next day, it was this horse show and best dressed lady competition. We meet my friend's sister for the first time. And she's like, all right, girls, like, are you dressing up? Like, what are we wearing? And I'm like, no. Like, we're like 22, 23-year-old pieces of shit at this point. Like, I have zero style. Like, I've packed, I'm pretty sure I had Velcro shoes for Christ's sake.
Sexy.
Listen, like, so I was like, ha ha ha, no. Jen and I were like, no, we're just gonna watch. So then my friend's girlfriend, who I also met that first time as well, she did it. And she looks so cute and so beautiful. But when I tell you that these women, like out of a catalog, out of a fashion show, stunning. These women were stunning. And people were like, you should get up there. I'm like, do you fucking see me? Do you see what I look like?
My Velcro shoes would not look good on that stage.
I'm telling you. It was like almost embarrassing. You know what I mean? So the woman who won, I still remember it. She had this huge, and I mean the circumference of this hat.
Oh, I love it.
Was like, 12 inches all around, maybe more, 24, dare I say. But it was open. Like it was one of those like
her head was
sticking through. Massive hat, bright like white cream color. And then she had this white, beautiful silk, like I think they call them jumpers. So like a one piece.
Okay.
All the way down with these stunning gold heels. And she was just dripping in gold jewelry. Stunning.
I love it.
Stunning. And she won.
Yes.
But like these women were gorgeous. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting a little pissed off. Right? Because like parade across the stage and guess who the judges were? Old white men.
Of course.
So had a great time. Loved it. Enjoyed it. But like, damn. So that was very interesting. It was very interesting. Do you remember any phrases that you learned? Like, did you pick up any slang?
I'm sure I did, but I don't remember any of the... Maybe not, though, because I didn't... Like, I wasn't hanging out
with Irish people.
With Irish people.
Yeah.
Because we were... Like, you had the like...
Irish experience.
Yeah.
Authentic
Irish experience.
It's true.
But I was just with like a bunch of white people. A bunch of old white people.
Not that Irish people.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Oh, like Canadians and Americans?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I get it. No, you're right. Like, that's why I was very lucky. I was very spoiled.
You were?
Like, we went to, like, authentic... And it's funny, because we go to some bars, and then we leave, because they're like, this is too touristy, and we go to, like, these hardcore Irish, awesome local pubs.
I love that.
Oh my
That's
God.
what you want. Where I went
cool.
to the most tourist trappy places.
Yeah, I get it. We did that too.
Yeah.
But then, like there was this one night, it was amazing. We walked in, it was so quiet, but there was like two people playing a fiddle. It was awesome. And then it got like roaring. Like it just picked up and it was so cool. Drank a lot of Guinness.
I cannot fucking wait to go.
We have like, it's going to be great. Man, can we do it next year? 2025.
We need to.
We need to do it. I want to go before I'm 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do need to.
Like, we have to. Okay, so slang.
Yes.
So I learned like what's the crack? What's the crack?
Yes. I mean that's a good one.
Yeah, that means like what's the goods? Like is something good? Is something exciting? Is something happening? Like because I learned they could use it differently. So if someone was saying like, oh, what's the crack like? Like, oh, is it a good time? Or like, yeah, what's the crack? What's going on?
Yeah.
I learned about if they like you or if someone's like a good person, they'd say, oh, your man's sound. He's sound.
I love it.
Yeah. that's where I learned what quid is. Like instead of like pounds or euros.
Yeah.
50 quid. What else? You all right? Instead of how's it going? You all right?
You all right?
They call the bathrooms jacks, and that's my nickname, and that sucks.
I hate that for you.
Yeah. Or they also would like they would just say like toilet. Like, oh, I'm off to the toilet. I'm like,
that is more common. Yeah. Like off to the toilets.
What else? Fair play. That's fair play.
Okay.
That was a lot. That was like, this is really good.
I love this.
Yeah, I think that's all really I remember. But I'll tell you this, speaking of accents, did you, again, because I spent a lot of time with Irish people.
Yeah.
We have apparently beautiful accents.
Like Canadians?
Yeah.
Beautiful?
That's what they said. They said that we talk way too fast, but it's a beautiful accent.
Oh, I love that. I will say, when you start watching either Canadian specific shows or you see Canadians on a show and you're watching it, like I do notice sometimes but it's like the thicker Canadian accent, I
like
guess.
The Atlantic Canada accent for sure.
100%. Like I work with some people like from all over Canada, but like Newfies and like the out that way.
Yeah.
You can definitely hear it.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
I will even, like, you guys make fun of me sometimes because when I come back from the north, they're like, you sound like you're from Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing.
Well, they apparently loved it. So they would get me to say, like, I'd be sitting around the breakfast table with him and his roommates, and they'd be like, say house. And I'm like, house. And they're like, ha ha! Like,
wait, how do they say house?
They have a small, so we say house. Like, our mouths
house.
are open and large, but they say, like, home, house, home. We'd say home, home.
Okay.
House.
Yeah. It's like, fascinating. Accents and, like, just how we sound to different people.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Totally. So they get me to say a bunch of words, and then Jen and I, or Shelby and I, would have a conversation like to each other, and we'd look, and everyone's just staring at us, and they're like, way too fast.
Really?
And I'm like, you guys are way too fast.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe, like,
it's so hard to figure out what they're saying sometimes.
I fully was like, I'm so sorry. Pardon?
Yeah.
Sorry. And they're like, sorry.
We do say sorry a lot.
We say sorry a lot.
A lot.
But that was pretty cool. And then apparently when I left, my friend would have my accent, which was really funny.
I love it.
Because of course I'd go home and I'd have his accent.
Yeah. Anytime I'm trying to sound like Canadian, I always do the whole like, just out for rip, are you? Oh, fuck yeah.
So ugly. It's not good. It's not good. Okay. So so in addition to our fun little banter that we have here, I do have 10 sort of, I'm going to use the word famous Irish legends.
Okay.
Don't know why I couldn't figure that word. Let's just go through them really quickly.
Yeah.
So Steve and I clearly think this is a magical place, but of course, with that, there's a reason. There's a lot of mystic
There's a lot of lore.
A lot of legends, a lot of mythology. So let's take a look. So this is coming from a site that I actually frequent a lot, which is IrelandBeforeYouDie.com. They're on Instagram too, if anyone's interested. So Stephen, why don't you kick us off with number 10?
Number 10, I mean, like fairies. Fairies are so big there. Mm-hmm. We did a whole episode.
Sure did.
Remember our fairy episode? Fairy battle.
I'm still very confused about what a fairy battle is. I still don't know what it. Anyway, we have to go to Ireland to learn more.
We do. We really do. There's like, the Ireland tribes. They're just they're all over the place. There's like, they live in the mounds of the earth. The mounds of the earth.
Wait, say it in Irish. They live in the mounds of the earth.
The mounds of the earth.
Mounds of the earth.
And they're ruled by a king or queen.
Ooh.
I don't think that was Irish.
I don't know. Can't do it.
Our friend Aaron just like I guess a few months ago.
Yeah.
But he was in Ireland and loved it. Came back with so many stories. He brought us back some like traditional Irish whiskey. I love it.
Yeah.
There's like fairy doors and homes that are there.
Tell us more, Steven. They're doors for fairies.
Yeah.
And they lead to homes.
Yeah. There's a whole thing.
We'll explore more. TBD.
We're going to explore a whole lot more of that. I'm actually going to get some fairy doors and homes made for me.
So cute. Number 9. Never heard of this before. The puka. Shapeshifters. Shapeshifters we've heard of, but I've never heard of the Irish-specific puka.
I've never heard of this one.
So typically these look like an evil-looking black dog with bright, angry red eyes. It says that they were most feared and would bring either good or bad luck. So it's a crapshoot.
Yeah, either or.
Unclear as to which one and why. But the biggest concern, of course, was around harvest time, which, isn't it always?
It's always harvest time.
It's always harvest time. So there you go, the puka.
The puka. This one's cute. So the message of the butterflies.
Aww.
So it's full of good luck.
Mm-hmm.
According to this Irish legend, butterflies are actually souls moving between worlds, and they bring messages back and forth. It is also thought that they are souls waiting to be reborn to Earth.
That's cool.
There's always something beautiful, and no matter where you are, butterflies are just...
I totally agree.
They're magical, whimsical, just glorious little things.
Mm-hmm. Fragile, vulnerable.
Yeah.
Sweet. I don't know a single person who's not every time a butterfly comes by, anyone I know is like, oh, butterfly.
I have come in contact with a few people who are terrified of butterflies.
Okay, well, no comment. You know what? I get it. I'm not going to shame anyone.
Do you? I don't.
I think they're just the most precious little things.
They're so cute and beautiful.
Well, I hope you people find help for your fear of butterflies. But I get it. Listen, I'm not coming for you.
No, definitely not.
But yeah. Number 7, mermaids. Mermaids. So I found conflicting reports here, okay? While the site that we mentioned, IrelandBeforeYouDie.com, says that, while it says one thing, I'm gonna read my thoughts a little bit better here. So some sources say that while modern times have depicted these creatures as beautiful, this site says that in Ireland, they were seen as pig-faced and sharp teeth and were called marrows, which marrows I found across the board, they called them there.
Yes.
But I also found on several other sites that it's the females who are beautiful and the males who are pig-faced.
Gotcha.
So, take that.
Yes. I have heard a lot of it where, original mermaids were...
Scary.
Scary.
Right? But, specifically, the males will be the ones who are the most disgusting and ugly. And that is why the female mermaids would lure human men, into the water, mate with them, and kill them. Which I love.
Love that. I always love when there's, hot women just destroying men.
Let's do it.
Love it.
So get it, marrows. Number 6, Stephen.
Number 6, leprechauns.
Crucial.
Infamous,
dare I say.
Most known, of course, in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
They're known as one of the symbols of Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
This fairy folk creature is most known for their pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
I could do with a pot of gold. Let me tell you.
Me too, girl. Oh, I need one of those.
I'm telling you.
The origin story, though.
Mm-hmm.
We grabbed this from worldhistory.com.
Shut up.
The origins of leprechauns, loo,
sure,
and water sprites.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
According to some scholars, the word leprechaun comes from the ancient Irish Celtic god and cultural hero Lugh. L-U-G-H.
Perfect.
Lugh was originally the god of the sun and light, and then he became a great warrior ruler of ancient Ireland. Lugh's stature literally diminished over time as the Christianization of Europe gathered pace.
That's why they're so short.
That's why they're so short.
I get it.
He was eventually transformed into Lugh Cromain.
Sure.
Meaning stooping Lugh.
Oh.
As he now inhabited the underground world of Sid.
We're nailing
it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Where all the other gods were relegated to, as the people forgot their traditions and embraced new religions. Lugh thus becomes a sort of fairy craftsman. And from there, Lugh becomes leprechaun. So are we saying Lugh wrong,
Maybe
then?
It's like Lugh.
Lugh.
Who knows?
And so became leprechaun, the diminutive fairy goblin in medieval folklore.
Well, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
That's very interesting.
I like that.
Thank
also,
you.
Have you ever thought about side note, speaking of like the Christianization, I think all the time what the world would look like if Christians did not take over. I feel like it would be a better place. Think of all of the cool, different, magical, just things that would be around.
I'm telling you that
they crushed and destroyed.
And not only, but like killed. People were killed.
Crusades,
hello.
Yeah.
Man, that's a whole other story.
Oh, that's a big one.
I'm telling you.
But I think of that parallel universe all the time, and I want to live in it.
You know what? It exists somewhere.
It exists somewhere.
It exists somewhere, my friend.
Yep.
Okay, number 5. Back to.
You come here for the tandem rhymes.
Exactly. This one, again, not sure if I'm saying this right, but that just kind of tracks with us.
Yep.
Matcha, which is an excellent drink.
It's so good.
Goddess of the horses. Didn't know this one either. An old Irish legend of Ulster tells of Matcha, a mysterious woman rumored to be magic who was forced to run against the king's horses while pregnant to pay for her husband's crimes. So...
Men.
Doesn't say what her husband did. Couldn't find that because apparently it doesn't matter. So this poor woman who was pregnant had to run against the horse. So like I envision her sprinting as fast as she can towards these horses that they're like, we're going to charge at you for some reason. So the pain she suffered caused her to cast a curse on the men of the town who were said to suffer labor pains for 9 decades following.
Fuck yeah.
Get it, girl.
Get it, girl.
She's often associated with Navan Fort in County Armagh. I'm saying that wrong.
Armagh.
So that's interesting.
That is interesting.
That's very interesting. Love a good curse on men. Oh. You know what? We're not here to hate on men.
No.
You're the good men who are listening.
I am one. I didn't know if y'all knew, but I am one.
It's true. You are, in fact, a man. So
even though I'm a gay man, I do prefer women. You guys are just amazing.
Thank you. That's so kind of you. I'm not even going to say no. You're correct.
Yeah, correct. Women need to be in charge of the world.
Steven? You have made my life, in addition to all the other reasons, agreed.
Agreed.
Women rise up.
Okay. Rise up, women. But remember me fondly.
Don't worry, you'll be in the crew. You'll be in the crew.
Gay men will have a special place at the women's side.
Yeah, not all.
Not all.
Sometimes. Doesn't matter what your sexual orientation.
It's true.
Asshole's an asshole.
It's true. Anyway,
zing.
We digress. Number 4.
Number 4, baby.
The Pixie in Love.
I had never heard of this one either.
No, me neither. There's a lot of new interesting ones on here. Mm-hmm. This Irish myth is about a leprechaun named Cole, encountering an evil fairy named Ein, who had transformed into a beautiful goblin.
They exist.
Beautiful goblins.
A little bit of an oxymoron.
They spent hours talking until the Empress of Malevolent Fairies cast a hex on Ein, turning her into a magpie.
Magpies! We do know about magpies.
Yeah. Cole consulted the queen of the good fairies, who promised to remove the spell if Cole found her and confessed his love. Eventually he did, and Ein was restored to her proper form. I love that.
That's sweet. That's nice.
I love that.
I think that's why, magpies in England and magpies in Ireland have 2 very different meanings.
Do you know both the meanings?
I don't remember which one's which. I believe, so one of them is it's a bad omen and a bad sign and that death is coming.
Okay, yes.
And one of them is that, you're finding true love. I have to believe that based on this story, the magpie true love one is Ireland.
I would think so.
Right?
That makes a whole lot of sense. I also love that magpies just find shiny things.
Yes,
you can train them to...
Crows as well. Do I have a computer in front of me? Could I fact check myself? Yeah, but you know what, Aaron? I'm not today.
Not today.
Okay, love you. I'm kidding. Please continue to do that. I hope you laugh. Number 3. The harp. Of course, we know the harp is synonymous with Ireland. It is their national symbol, or at least one of them. Like Canada. Yes. Canada has 17 national symbols.
That's true.
So the harp. It is said that evil gods stole the first harp from the Dagda, a king in Irish or Celtic mythology. The lack of music in Ireland caused sadness to pass over the country until Dagda turned to art to cheer them up. Eventually, the evil gods gave it back to them for some reason unknown. and joy then returned to the land. This is how the harp became a national icon of Ireland and became cemented in folk music tradition, everyday life, and popular culture.
I love it.
Isn't that
I love
nice?
the Celtic harp playlists are one of my favorites to listen to.
Excellent call.
Yeah.
Really good. Also, harp beer, really good.
Couldn't agree with you. I hate beer. If there's a beer taste, I hate it. Although, I forgot to tell this in the story before, but like Guinness in Ireland, that was the first time I ever tried Guinness.
Delish.
It was actually delicious.
It's delicious.
I had many pints. I served pints to people behind the bar.
That's very cool that you got to do that.
Yeah, that was fun.
And you know what? I'm going to, again, controversial yet brave. Guinness is not supposed to be cold.
That's right, though.
They serve it warm.
Warm or like room temperature?
I'm going to say warm temperature. Not warm. No one's warming up Guinness.
Yeah. I'll stick it in the microwave.
But I clearly remember being like, oh, this is room temperature and it's delightful.
Yeah.
But here, it's
so
like
good.
everything has to be cold. I'm like, no.
No.
And
it's like chewy, right? Almost chewy. Like, thick.
Chewy. Did you also know that, like, you aren't supposed to drink it immediately? You remember that? They taught you that.
You let it sit.
Correct.
Yeah.
Until it goes completely black, and then you have that beautiful foam head at the top.
Yes.
That's when it's ready to drink.
Yes. Love a foam head.
Love a foam head. You know what's also great? A drink that I discovered in Ireland, a rum and coke with a Guinness head.
Ooh.
Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
so do they just like scoop the foam off and put it on, like, how do you make that?
So they make a rum and coke, and then it's just a quick pull. Just a little
just
dollop.
Enough to get the
the foaminess. It tastes like candy. Let me tell you.
That sounds good.
Oh, I have replicated it many a time here.
How?
You make a rum and coke, and then you buy a can of Guinness, and you
just
go boom.
I kind of want to try it.
Yeah, it's obviously not as good as the original.
Yeah,
but it's I like it.
I think we have rum and coke, but no Guinness. Oh, and is it also like Stone's?
Yeah, but you know where you can't get Guinness now?
Where?
The grocery store.
We should pick some up for the pool party.
We're going to.
Yay!
So, moving right along.
Yes.
Number 2, Steven.
Number 2. I mean, come on. The Shamrock. Shamrocks, baby.
Shamrocks.
Shake a shamrock. Shake a shamrock.
I don't know. I just made that up.
This 3-leafed clover is not only a feature of Celtic mythology, it is very important in Irish legend in the spread of Christianity.
Well, maybe we'll just move on. Yeah.
It concerns Saint Patrick as he tried to educate the Celts on the Holy Trinity, but they could not understand what he was trying to say to them.
See? This is where it happened.
This is where it happened. Saint Patrick saw a clover before him and decided to use it to explain the 3 strands of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit as one.
Yes.
The Celts finally understood what he meant, and that's how the shamrock became so important in Irish history and social tradition.
That's very interesting. I'm going to challenge this website, though, because are not clovers and shamrocks different? She said with a strange Irish accent.
I love that.
Right?
I should know this plant lore.
I believe it's
they're
different.
Similar.
but
They're in the
different.
same family, I would say. But yeah, ooh.
Just saying.
Well, because those are considered shamrocky clovery things.
Yes.
They're Oxalis triangularis is their full name. They're some of my favorites. But they've got the 3 like triangular. Whereas shamrock I guess would be the more heart-shaped.
Just saying. Calling them out.
I think we need a plant lore episode.
I think so. Oh, absolutely.
That's a great idea.
Absolutely. It's going on the list. All right, let's round this baby out. We've gone an hour. That's okay. I hope you guys all enjoy.
We keep doing these hour episodes.
I'm into it. Yeah. I'm into it. Number 1. Gonna butcher this name again. The Dullahan? A.K.A. the Headless Horseman. He was a horseman. He was headless. Where's his head? One of my favorite movies is Sleepy Hollow. So, also didn't know this was a fairy. Was a fairy in Irish mythology as a headless rider on a black horse carrying their head in their arm. He was said to ride fast through the counties of Down and Sligo, which I feel like I was in Sligo, actually. And if he suddenly stopped, it meant someone in that community was going to die.
Is that where that slang slag? You slag.
So 2 different. Hold, please. Slag. So if you're oh my gosh, you've rung a bell. You slag in English, in England, is like, you hoe.
Yeah.
You hard.
Yeah.
If I'm slagging you, In Ireland, it's like I'm just riding you because I like you. Like I'm joshing you.
Yeah.
But if you're being slagged by someone, they like you.
I mean, sounds hot.
Right. I'm just slagging you, Steven.
Just slagging you.
I'm like getting better every day.
You are.
Okay. So, this Headless Horseman legend, of course, gave inspiration for the character in Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
I mean, this site says played by Johnny Depp, but we all know it came as a Disney cartoon in like the 40s.
Oh, yeah.
Like Bob Crane.
I loved that.
So there you go. There's the 10 quasi-infamous Irish legends based on this website. Steven, do you have any Irish in you?
I do have a bit.
Get out!
I'm a mutt from that whole, like, Ireland.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
British, Scottish, Irish. Anytime someone would ask me, they're like, yeah, I'm a mutt from British, Scottish, Irish, and Welsh.
I mean, well, with a last name like Collins.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to look into because I know I'm related to Robert de Bruce.
Get out of town!
King of Scotland.
What?
I have royalty in me.
Shut up!
Yeah.
That's cool. Good for you.
But we just haven't done our homework on it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how we know that, but...
I love it. That's cool. I have none.
You have no background.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
0 background.
You're...
all English, baby.
Yes.
So I shouldn't say all English. So
there's...
my mom's side is from Hungary and Ukraine.
Yes.
Like her father was born in Ukraine. Her mother was born here, but her parents, so like my mom's grandparents were born in Hungary.
Yes.
And then my dad, first of all, the Triganos have been here for decades.
Yeah.
Centuries.
Oh, that's like us too, I feel like.
My answer is I'm Canadian.
Yeah, same.
But Triganos still exist in England today. Mm-hmm. And they came over, I believe, in like 1785. Like it was a long time ago, like 18th century they came over. But yeah, so it's from Cornwall, England. I get a lot of people telling me, no, you are Italian. And I say, thank you so much for telling me my heritage. Really appreciate that.
Wait, people do that?
Oh, all the time.
Oh my God.
All the time. Like, no, you're Italian. You're Italian. Now, let me tell you something. If I'm in downtown Hamilton and a certain someone of a certain last name in downtown Hamilton says, you're Italian, right? I say, yes, sir, I am. Because of the map.
Oh.
If you want to tell me I'm Italian, maybe I will be Italian.
Yeah.
That means I am immediately protected. Anyway, yeah, it happens a lot. I always get asked if, I shouldn't say always, but like back in the day when I was going to bars, people are like, are you from Russia? And I'd be like, da.
Da. Da svidanya. Is that a Russian thing?
Yeah, it totally is. Kyle says it all the time. So listen, it's an hour.
Yes.
We're gonna wrap this little baby up. So,
hold on.
Yes.
We have to talk about the maps I got us.
Oh my God, of course.
Really, really quickly.
Yes. Absolutely.
So did I get it for your birthday, Christmas? It was your birthday.
Yeah.
And so I got us both the same. It's from this map maker guy, and it's like the whole map of Ireland, but I have it written in
Gaelic.
Yeah.
I love it.
Air.
And
we both have the matching maps on our walls.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Aaron go
bra. So good. Yay, Aaron go bra.
I love it. We will definitely take a photo and post it.
Yeah.
They're just, I love that. That's like my favorite piece that I've ever received.
Oh, I love you.
And actually one more thing too.
Yes.
God, see, maybe we should make this a two-parter.
I feel like we have to.
Maybe
but
we'll
that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay if it goes a little over an hour.
We're just at 15 minutes now. So did you go to Galway? No. Do you remember?
I feel like maybe
Potentially?
I did. Potentially.
So Galway, as I'm recalling, has not one of the oldest pub in all of Ireland, I believe. That's still operating today.
Okay.
And it's also home to the original Claddagh ring store.
I feel like we did go there, but I didn't go in.
You didn't?
No, we didn't have time to go in or something.
The Thomas Dillon's original Claddagh store. I went in. I bought a Claddagh from there.
I want one so bad.
It is. Now, I was smaller, thinner, younger.
Yes.
Does that ring fit? No.
Yeah. I lost my original Claddagh ring.
You did?
I have another one.
Okay, good.
But I want like an OG one.
We're gonna go. When we go, we're gonna go and we're gonna get matching Claddagh rings.
Absolutely.
Like, oh my God. But yeah, so I have an original one from there. That was like that was cool.
Do you remember our Claddagh story?
Maybe.
So, it was when I started dating Dan. Do you remember this?
The ring with the switching?
Yeah.
Tell the children. Tell the children.
So when I started dating Dan, I think it was at that time my original colada ring that I still had.
Had to have been.
It had to have been. And if you wear the point of the heart away from you, it means that you're basically single.
You're out looking for love. You're out
looking for love.
Your heart is open.
And that is how I was wearing it. And as soon as I started dating Dan, I hadn't told him I love him yet. Did I tell you? I didn't tell anyone yet, but I posted a picture.
Yes.
That I think it was right before I told him, but I was ready to tell him. Literally, 2 months into dating, I'm like, I love this man.
Which is amazing.
I mean, look at us now.
You're married.
Yeah. But I posted a picture because I turned it around. I pointed the heart at my heart.
Because you're like, my heart is full.
My heart is full.
That's
my
what
heart
it means.
is taken.
You spin it around.
And I posted it. I think you immediately called me or messaged me, and you're like, oh my god! It was so cute, and I love it.
Listen, I just really support you.
You do, and I love you for it.
But also the stock level, the stalker level of Facebook. I mean, Instagram's kind of, I guess, like that now, but
100%.
That is how we lived.
We lived.
I remember that so well.
Yeah.
Such fun memories.
I just was looking through the photos the other day, and I saw that. I was like, oh,
so cute. See, I've always been in your guys' corner.
You have. You really have.
Okay, is there anything? I mean, there's so much other things, but
we're gonna do more Ireland stuff.
I think so.
This was literally just a dusting, just of our experiences and a little bit of the lore.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have Aaron on as a guest to talk about Ireland too.
Well, yeah, especially because he does that for a living too. Is trips.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, let's end it with a couple Irish proverbs.
Oh, cute! I like that.
So do you want to try and do it in Irish accents?
I should have been drinking my tea out of my Irish.
Oh my god! I also have one of those. Damn it. Okay, so. Okay. Do you want to go one? Do you want to try and do it with the accent?
Oh god, you go first.
If you're lucky enough to be Irish, you're lucky enough.
I love it.
Oh, this is a good one.
Here's health to your enemies. What was that?
To your enemies.
I'm reading it. I was like, what is that supposed to say? Here's health to your enemies.
Nailing it. This is okay. This is gold. Okay. May you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live.
I love it.
See, that was good.
There you go. May the wind always be at your back. Oh, no.
That's a longer one, but you're right.
One.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing to that one.
Yeah, with the devil. Where's
that?
This is it. This is the next one. May you be at the gates of heaven an hour before the devil knows you're dead.
I love it.
Right?
But yeah, isn't there
May the wind always be at your back and something about blowing in your face?
Yeah.
It sounds terrible, but I'm telling you.
I think that's what I have on my mug, though.
Me too.
Full...
Me too. I'll take a picture of it and send it home. Do you want to hit that one?
Here's to a long life and a merry one. A quick death and an easy one. A pretty girl and an honest one. A cold pint and another one.
Hey! That's cute. That's actually super cute. A little, a pretty girl. Let's make a person, but
Yeah.
Every man is sociable until a cow invades his garden.
Oh. I thought that was going to go another way. Isn't there sheep stuff?
Yeah. What did I say last night? For every man, there's 6 sheep.
May neighbors respect you, trouble neglect you, the angels protect you, and heaven accept you.
You're nailing it.
Thanks.
Look at you. See, you just gotta try it a couple times. It's easy to have the potato where there's love.
Aww.
I don't get it, but
I don't get
it. Number 10.
I complained that I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet.
Oh, Jesus!
Stop
the lights.
We're idiots. I love it.
Well, let's end it on that. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you want to do an Irish accent, send us in a voice note.
Yeah. Oh, please do.
That would be great.
Please do. That would be hilarious.
That would be really, really good. And thank you so much for listening to the Weirdos of Whimsy. We will be back again soon. Although, really, is it going to be soon?
Who knows?
We don't know. With another episode that guides you through the weird and whimsical journey that is our brains. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at WeirdAsAWhimsyPod. Watch that space for updates and release dates and other treats and delectable morsels. Stay goodbyes, Stevie.
Bye, everybody.
And as always, big gulps, eh? Well, see you later.
Ooh.